So let's see how do we send files from cloud to desktop flow using Base64 encoding. Okay, so most of the time we need to send files from cloud to desktop or from desktop to cloud. So either way we can use Base64 encoding to achieve the same. Okay, so let's get started. So I have Power Automate flow. Okay, there is a cloud flow I have created. So I want to show you from cloud to desktop. So you can achieve the same using desktop to cloud also. I mean the vice versa way also. Okay. So I have a manual trigger and then I get a file content. Okay, using this OneDrive for business action. Okay, so this is the action name. This is the connector and this is the action description. This is the code view. Okay, so I have selected one file using get file content method. Okay, and this is the file name or the file path to be precise. All you have to do is simply uh, take a compose. Okay, take a compose action. Okay, so it is under data operation. Okay, so you take a compose and you have to come to function. So how do you build this expression? You just select base64. It will come up here. Okay, so I will just show you one more time. How do you? Okay, let's do it again. So this is the one, and then you come inside this bracket, then come to dynamic content. Okay, then delete. I mean, yeah, and then you have to select the file content from the file content action in the dynamic content tab. Okay, so then when you select, you will get this expression build automatically, and then you just click on add, or here that's why it is calling update. Okay, once you select that, it will show up like this. Okay, so once you run it, so it's taking some time to run. Okay, run flow run page. Okay, now open this. You will see the base64 converted file. Okay, content. So why do we use base64? Base64 is a very popular method to do the file encoding, and when file is transferred over internet, the base64 encoding is used. Okay, so there is one more method, that is the binary thing, but mostly whatever I have seen, like we use base64. Okay, so this is the file content, this is the encoding of that file. Okay, so this is not readable, just some characters. Okay, so this is converted. So you might ask, like in Power Automate we have this option, so but in what about other languages? Like, yes, you can do that same in PowerShell, Python also. They have some inbuilt modules available which you can use to convert file to base64 content. Okay, so now we have the compose. Okay, now you have to send this to desktop via input file. Okay, by input variable, right? So you have to take a run desktop flow. I will not be able to run it and show you because I have a home edition laptop. So but you have to drag this. Okay, and you have to select that desktop flow. Okay, and you have to select this file. Okay, get file from cloud in there, and I have created a input variable. Okay, so vbase64 content, which I will be getting from the cloud when I run desktop flow from cloud. Okay, so when you uh, to build the action. Like when you select run extra flow, you have to you will see this option in the variables. Okay, and in that you have to pass the compose output. Okay, once you run it, it will come, cloud will send that data, that encoded data, to this variable. Then you take this convert base64 to file action. Okay, so this is the action: convert a base64 encoded text to file. You just, very simple, you just have to select that variable and it will hold that content which we get from the cloud, and you have to select that file path. Okay, and you just, you will not know the file, I mean, you should also get the file name and extension, okay, from the cloud, though I have not extracted it. But you have to select that folder path, and then you have to give that file name, whatever you want. Okay, and if you know that extension, right, you should give that extension also. Suppose that file name was book1.xls, right? So same file name you should give here, because this file is not existing right now in my desktop, right? But I know the file name and extension which I get from the cloud. Okay, then you click on save, and then when you run it, it will create that file in the folder. Okay, so this is the very easy method to send file from cloud to desktop. But I read somewhere there are some limitation, like if the file size is more than 30 MB, then there will be some issues. Okay, you can try it out yourself. And that's all for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye.